No longer landlocked in the United States, West Texas Intermediate crude is fast becoming a key crude stream in refining centers around the world. The rapid increase in crude oil exports from the US Gulf Coast over the past 2 years has disrupted trade flows and opened up potential new markets for US-based producers, in particular those producing light sweet crude such as WTI in the Permian Basin. It is also bringing together what have historically been two very different parts of the crude market. The mainly pipeline-based US market is now competing barrel for barrel in the waterborne cargo market, from Rotterdam to Singapore and beyond. So how big is this export stream? So far this year, we've seen export volumes from the US Gulf Coast average around 2.5 million barrels per day. With more pipelines due to move production from West Texas to terminals on the coast, this figure is expected to rise by a further 1 million barrels per day in the next 6 months, and then climb further, getting close to 5 million barrels per day by the end of next year. With volumes rising, traders are also looking for clarity on pricing. Headline WTI Brent spreads, based on exchange-based futures contracts, often show a substantial premium for North Sea Brent. On this basis, export markets could offer an attractive return for US crude producers. If those producers can get their crude to the Gulf Coast and make it available for cargo loading on an FOB basis, WTI's discount to Brent is significantly reduced, although it's volatile, varying from as much as $4 a barrel to essentially zero at times this year. The trend becomes somewhat clearer if we compare the prices of both WTI and dated Brent on a delivered basis in Rotterdam. Now we can see that WTI has never fallen more than $2 a barrel below dated Brent over the past 12 months, and has more typically been valued at just 50 cents to $1 under Brent. Valuing their crude in this way is a big shift for US producers, with their export streams adopting well-established pricing benchmarks in Europe and Asia as the basis for sales to refiners in the two regions. In Europe, several spot cargo trades of WTI Midland have followed the publication of transparent, firm offers in the S&P Global Platts Market on Close assessment process, with the cargoes all priced at a differential to Platts dated Brent. In Asia, Shell became the first seller to offer WTI crude transparently in the Platts MOC in August this year, with a 1 million barrel cargo offered at a premium to Asian benchmark Dubai. As these new export markets have evolved, Platts has added daily price assessments showing the value of WTI exports in Asia and Europe, as well as leaving the US. These have joined our existing crude benchmark price assessments, which have been providing clarity to crude market pricing around the world for decades. For more Platts insights, please visit spglobal.com/Platts.